think the Blue Golds have found their league that they want to be in the Southwest Athletic League. They were having all kinds of trouble in the Mississippi Valley. Having some success now at this level. Handoff on the far side. That's Cambio. Excuse me, Aiden Lee. And he cuts it back up. He's very close to a first down. They may have given it to him. Let's see. About a yard shy, half a yard shy. So second and less than a yard. Hand off inside. And pile it up. Might be enough for a first down. And there was a loose football out there right at the 45-yard line. Blue Gold's covered up, and it's good for a first down. So first down at the 44. Wetzel looking downfield. One of the rare passes. He's got it out there. And they do call it complete. Nice over-the-shoulder catch by Aiden Lee. Big gainer. They're going to mark it at the 37. So a 32-yard pass play and a 1st and 10 for Aquinas. Aquinas trying to get right back into this game here, moving downfield. Blue Golds, as we said, don't pass too often. 274 yards out of 4 games for Wetzel. Here's Lee coming back across, slips a tackle, puts his head down and dives forward, down to about the 23, 22-yard line. Check that. It's Cambio carrying that football. So second down and 6. Ball's at just shy of the 22-yard line. And a double handoff in the backfield. There's Cambio in that second handoff. Dives down all the way to the 5-yard line. Nice hard running by the junior fullback. So first and goal for the Blue Golds. Seven minutes left in this first quarter. And nothing going at the middle on that one. Cambio the carry, no gain. In fact, he might have lost about a half a yard. Brooke Wilson on the road tonight as he's heading out to Dickinson State. At Dickinson State University, the UW Lacrosse Eagles are on their first road trip. And Rick is making that long trip out there to bring you the game tomorrow, Saturday. Deep pitch. This is Lee cutting it back up behind some blockers, and he dives in. Aiden Lee goes in from 5 yards out, and he puts the Blue Golds on the board. 6:17 on the clock in the first quarter. And the extra point attempt coming up. Cambio, he said, is an all-purpose back, doing a lot of things. He's got himself the duties of kicking. And we got the extra point is no good. So it's 7-6, Iowa Grant with the lead. So we're going to take a break and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, Lacrosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity Heating and Cooling System.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
No matter where.
Here we go back. Here, extra point again. They had called timeout before that, so Cambio will try the extra point here. Placement's down. That's a line drive, and it's no good, off to the left. So it is 7-6. And the teams come to the sideline. We'll take a break and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse. This is Chelsea Lynn.
Hello.
I'm Reed Magnum. We do the morning show. We're hanging out in the studio. And Chelsea, so you were a student at UW Lacrosse.
Yes, lax.
And 96.1 FM.
Low fuzzy.
Good, not great.
No.
So here's how we fix the problem. We're now on 107.3 FM. We've got a tower just across the river, and it goes right down into Lacrosse. So no more bluff issues.
No more fuzz.
We love the bluffs, but now you can listen to us on 107.3 FM.
We're back. Aquinas Blue Gold's kicking off, now trailing 7-6. After these two teams have exchanged touchdowns. Extra point no good for the Blue Gold, so 7-6, and Iowa Grant will receive the kickoff. End over end, nice kick coming down at about the 12-yard line for Iowa Grant. Slowly watching his blockers up the middle. And he'll return it to about the 31. Lucas Oyen from Iowa Grant returning that kickoff. Ross Havlick is a senior quarterback. Zachary Winkler, who wears number 15, had a big gain, 57 yards on his first carry tonight. Two wide receivers each direction. Here's Winkler coming up the middle again. Dives across the 35, down at about the 36-yard line. Winkler with 38 carries this year, only 93 yards. The way he started off tonight, he's going to match that all in one game tonight. Yeah, a similar set. We got two to the right, two to the left for Havlick. He's a left-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left. Throws it downfield and in and out of the arms at the 45-yard line. Intended for Ethan Cools, number 88. So that'll bring up third and about 5. This past summer, the Eagles changed out this field, and it looks great again. Got kind of a two-tone green on it as you go up and down the field. But in great shape down here. And when these kids get a chance to play on a university field like this is quite a treat. Havlick rolling left again. A little curl-in pattern and coming back to the football, and it's a catch and good enough for a first down, 6-yard gain. It's caught out there by Michael Winders. And the senior gives his team a first down.
All right. Play resumes on the field. Ball is out at the 42-yard line. Following that pass.
5 minutes, 13 seconds left in this first quarter of play. 7-6, Iowa Grant. And that's the key behind these Panthers is their quarterback, Havlick. If he gets going in a passing game, look out. Winkler carries it up the middle, about a 2-yard gain. As we said, Havlick passing almost 30 times in a game this year. So the challenge is for the defensive backs of Aquinas. Second down and 8. Aquinas showing a little bit of pressure coming at him. Winkler on the inside. It's kept by Havlick. They stop Winkler behind the line of scrimmage, but a good fake, and Havlick goes out to about the 48-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd and about 3. Panthers in the early season have been outscored 140-40 in their first 4 games. So they're only average about 10 points a game for their own offense, giving up about 33. Havlick setting up, throwing down and out here, and it falls incomplete. It'll bring up a 4th down. Cools was the intended receiver again. Mason Viner, one of the leading tacklers for Aquinas on the defense. So you got 4th down at the 49-yard line, and it's kind of looking like Iowa Grant's going to go for it. And the Blue Goals, they got to get up here because they were setting up for a punt. So 4th and 3 at the 49. And Iowa Grant just trying to draw them off sides. And they'll call a timeout with 3:36 left. I'll let you know tonight, Battery Mart's one of our sponsors. They've been around for a long time, and they're not just for car batteries. At Battery Mart, you'll find batteries for your boat, your ATV, motorcycle, lawn tractor, even your snow blower. Batteries for all your warm and cold weather equipment. Battery Mart in the industrial park below Gunderson Lutheran, or you can look them up in the yellow pages or Google them to find Battery Mart. Big down coming up for the Panthers. 4th down and 3, and they may just come out and punt it. We'll see. Wouldn't be a bit surprised for a quick punt out of this one. But Havlick with Winkler to his right in the backfield. And they're going to do an option play. Winkler gets caught back there, and he's going nowhere. Good defensive play by the Blue Goals, and that's Mason Viner making the play number 2. Viner, one of the leading tacklers for the Blue Goals. Number 3 on the team. So the football goes back to Aquinas on downs. So good field position now for the Blue Goals. They get the football at the Iowa Grant 46. Wetzel takes it out of the gun, looking to his right. All the way downfield, got a man open, and it's caught. What a catch and a dive into the end zone. And it's Aquinas touchdown from 46 yards out. Cambio at the end of that one. Will Cambio made a great diving catch. And he gives the Blue Goals a lead now. 17-12, and the extra point coming up. The extra point is going to be a 2-point try here. Deep pitch. Slides one tackle in the backfield, and Cambio trying to get that corner. He got in. Just reaching over the end zone at the piling, and he got it in. Will Cambio for the 2-point conversion makes it 7-14 Blue Goals. And we've still got 3:32 left in this first quarter. Wow, Blue Goals, after going down 7-0 with 2 quick touchdowns, right back in this contest. Aquinas has scored 131 points in 4 games. You can see they're averaging about 32 points a game. Finding their stride in the SWAL League. They win tonight. the Blue Goals will qualify for the playoffs already. And they have been a long time since they've been able to get into the playoffs. I think it was 2012. It's the last time the Aquinas Blue Goals were in the playoffs. Next week, we've got Logan at Central, and these Aquinas Blue Goals stay in conference. They'll be hosting Darlington. Those are two games we'll be bringing you. Dickinson State is a site for UWL and the Eagle football team tomorrow, taking on the Blue Hawks. Game time is 2 o'clock. That's mountain time out there. End over end kick, a big one going down to the 4-yard line. And the return up the middle. It's going to be brought down shy of the 30-yard line.
Lundell with the return. We'll see where the ball is spotted. Appears to be at the Panther.
Reed Lundell with the return, a sophomore for these Iowa Grand Panthers. They only dressed 30 kids coming in tonight's game. So their numbers are a little shy this year. I'm sure they would like to have a little bit more there. Coach Zachary Raymer is the head coach. 1st and 10 at the 25. Havlick rolling to his left, looking downfield, airing it out, and that's going to fall incomplete at about the 42. It was intended for Isaac Hill near the sideline. (14-7) Aquinas leading in this contest already. So 2nd down and 10. Beautiful night tonight. As you said, kickoff was 82, almost too warm for the kids on the field. And it was going to be, there's a big screen pass being set up, and it's dropped. Winkler was the intended receiver in the middle. Zachary Winkler, the junior, couldn't hang on to it. Blue Goals were coming hard on Havlick. Carl Greenfield, who normally would be with me tonight, not feeling up to par. Hope he's getting better. So we've got ourselves a 3rd down and 10. Going to load it up on the far side of the field. 3 wide receivers that direction. And Winkler's going to be on that side of Havlick in the backfield. And he's going to go to the top of your screen. Looking downfield, airing it out on the crossing pattern. And that one goes incomplete. That was intended for Coons again, Ethan Cools. And it'll bring up 4th and 10 from the 25. And now I fully expect to see the Panthers punt this one away. Aiden Lee and Quinn Muskowski. Lee number 1, Muskowski number 15 are deep. And this bounces back on the punt. And off the side of his foot, and Lee calls for a fair catch at the 45 of Iowa Grant. So I take that back. Muskowski with a fair catch at the 45. So great field position again for Aquinas. Now, Schumacher Kish Funeral Homes has been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. They've got traditional service or pre-arranged funeral plans. They'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Kish with locations in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. So penalty flag on the first down play. It's going to go against the Blue Golds. So I'll bring up 1st and 15. Oh, it's a bigger one. It's a 10-yard penalty. Blocking in the back against the Blue Golds. So it'll be 1st and 20. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line for Aquinas, their own 44. 1st and 10. 1st and 20, I'm sorry. Wetzel, a little pop pass over your left. Big opening, and taking the ball is Viner. He's got one man to beat, and he slips by him, and he's going to go all the way. Mason Viner on a little short pop pass gets by the defensive backfield, and he goes 56 yards for a touchdown. Mason Viner. Nice catch and nice run. And just like that, 3rd touchdown of the night for the Blue Golds in this first quarter. Cambio comes in to try the extra point, this time kicking it. 2:47 left. And we got a penalty flag before they even get it off.
There is a flag on the field.
Motion against the Blue Golds. So the extra point becomes just a little bit harder.
Ball is now spotted at the 15-yard line.
So 2 touchdown passes tonight for Gavin Wetzel. Here's the extra point attempt. And he didn't get it. Off to the right. So the extra point's not good. It's 7-20. Blue Golds leading in this one. And we get ready for the next kickoff. We'll be back right after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse. This is Chelsea Lynn.
Hello.
I'm Reed Magnan. We do the morning show. We're hanging out in the studio. And Chelsea, so you were a student at UW Lacrosse.
Yes, lax.
And 96.1 FM.
Low fuzzy.
Good, not great.
No.
So here's how we fix the problem. We're now on 107.3 FM. We've got a tower just across the river, and it goes right down into Lacrosse. So no more bluff issues.
No more fuzz.
We love the bluffs, but now you can listen to us on 107.3 FM.
Welcome back to the KQEG High School Game of the Week. It's 20-7. Aquinas leading Iowa Grant. And the Blue Golds ready to kick off. And nice end over end kick. This will come down at about the 15-yard line. Taken up to about the 27, 28-yard line, and Reed Lundell will go down there. That's where the Panthers get the football with their next try on the field. Their offensive stalled out here on them the last 2 drives. The first opening drive, though, they had a 57-yard run out of Wenzel, and then 2 plays later, a touchdown pass into the corner from Ross Havlick to Isaac Hill, and they took the lead 7-0. But since then, it's been all Blue Golds. At the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, inside handoff to Winkler, and he's caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss of a yard. Looked like Taylor Service making that tackle. Service is the number 1 tackler for the Blue Golds. Doing a good job on the inside there. Iowa Grant likes running this out of this formation. You got 2 wide receivers in each direction, 4 wide. Havlick rolling left. looking downfield. And in and out of the hands of the up man. There were two receivers out in that direction. Pass falls incomplete. Isaac Hill was the intended receiver. So I'll bring up third down, and we'll call it 11. Got to get to the 40-yard line for a first down. Havlick looking left again. A little timing pattern on the sideline. That goes in and out of the hands of the receiver. And that was intended for Winders. So that'll bring up a 4th and 11. And the Panthers will kick this one away. Aiden Lee, number 1, and Quinn Muskowski, deep for the Blue Golds. And there's a flag on the field. We've seen quite a few of these without anything going on. Not exactly sure what the call is going to be here. Illegal procedure. I think what they were indicating is that the center actually picked up the football, and as an end result, they called him for a legal procedure. So it brings up 4th and 16. And Havlick will be Winders. Will be punting this one away. He'll be punting from about his own 15. The Blue Golds should be able to receive this one close to midfield. That was a close one there, almost punt. And it's going to be dropped at the 47 and rolled to the 49-yard line of the Blue Golds. So at midfield again for Aquinas. Got this football, and most of this first quarter has been played in Iowa Grant territory. Gavin Wetzel, the senior quarterback, at 6'2", 185 pounds. He's not afraid to carry the football himself when he gets the opportunity. Handoff goes right up the middle. That was carried by number 28, Evan Kuyak. Evan Kuyak also on the court for the Blue Golds. This is homecoming night. So a 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6. At the 47 of Iowa Grant now. Handoff again, Kuyak up the middle. Kuyak's got enough for the first down. He dives across the 40. So brand new set of downs for Aquinas, inside of a minute left in the first quarter. Blue Golds feeling pretty confident tonight. Tom Lee, their head coach, finding their stride this year. Handoff again, this time off the left guard. And Kuyak goes down for a gain of about 6. Nice hard running on the left side of the line. Making the tackle at the bottom of the pile, Lucas Oyen, from his defensive back spot for Iowa Grant. Ball at the 35-yard line. Go this time to the right side between the guard and the tackle.
Reutemann with about an 8-yard gain on the play. Tackled by.
So a first down for the Blue Golds as they get all the way down to the 27-yard line. And that comes to the end of the first quarter of play. The Blue Golds find themselves up by a score of 20-7. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, Lacrosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Are you thinking of building your dream home or remodeling your current commercial space? Kirshner Custom Builders can help you make your dream become a reality. They build beautiful, dramatic, creative, functional, and efficient buildings, whether it's your dream home or commercial building. Kirshner Custom Builders will coordinate every step of the process, from land purchasing to final landscaping. Visit their website at KirshnerCustomBuilders.com and get a free guide on things you must know when planning to build a custom home or renovate a commercial space. Kirshner Custom Builders, your satisfaction is their guarantee. Are you thinking of building your dream?
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse. This is Chelsea Lynn.
Hello.
I'm Reed Magnan. We do the morning show. We're hanging out in the studio. And Chelsea, so you were a student at UW Lacrosse.
Yes, lax.
And 96.1 FM.
Low fuzzy.
Good, not great.
No.
So here's how we fix the problem. We're now on 107.3 FM. We've got a tower just across the river, and it goes right down into Lacrosse. So no more bluff issues.
No more fuzz.
We love the bluffs, but now you can listen to us on 107.3 FM. Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse. This is Chelsea Lynn.
All right, welcome back to Roger Herring Field. While we were away, there was a penalty on the play against Aquinas. It's holding on the play, so the play is all negated anyway. So the Blue Golds will back it up. And we'll still have a first down. Now it looks like 1st and 20.
It is now 1st and 20 with the ball at the 37-yard line.
Going on the far side of the field, and not much going there. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Kowski with the carry, no gain on the play.
There's no gain.
By Lundell. It is 2nd and 20.
Second down and 20 now. Twenty to 7's the score. Aquinas leading Iowa Grant. 5th game of the year for these two clubs, both of them. Iowa Grant 0-4, 0-2 in the SWAL conference. Aquinas is 3-1 and 2-0. Blue Golds looking down the middle of the field. Little pass over the middle. Gets down to the 30 and then he slammed to the ground, but nice tackle.
With the reception, tackled by Wenders.
Pass caught by Miskowski.
Be around, we'll see what the
Taking that tackle and throwing him down hard was Andrew Winders
yard line.
from his defensive back spot.
So it is 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 now. We're down in 2-down territory here for the Blue Golds. Ball at the 27. They got to get down about the 17-yard line. Closer to the 16 for a first down. A crossing action in the backfield, and there's a big yardage pickup. Going to be close to a first down. See where they spot this thing. Ashton Hullett with the carry. They're going to call it a 4th down and see about 4th and 4th and 2, we'll call it. And the Blue Golds going for it. And we got a penalty flag. And they're going to take this one close to the end zone and in, but you have to check out this flag. I think it's going to be against Aquinas. Miskowski carried the football, and they'll pull this one back. And on the sidelines, head coach Tom Lee's not happy about that at all. But you know Iowa Grant's going to take this. So wait for the official to come out here and give us the official call. Illegal shift.
Call is illegal
All right, Blue Golds going to go back at it now with a 4th down and 7. Wetzel. See what he does with his club on this 4th down play. Got to look to pass. Got it underneath. And a diving 1st down. Cambio with a nice catch. Just what it took to get the 1st down. Just a little crossing pattern underneath the linebackers. And he gets a 1st down. He's all the way down to the 15-yard line. So Blue Golds with new life here in this 2nd quarter, moving the football. Wetzel under center this time. One of the first times that we've seen that. It's Aiden Lee coming out from the wing position, gaining a yard.
Lee with the carry. Looks like a short gain on the play, about a half
Aiden Lee with a yard.
play. So we will call it 2nd and 9. And the ball is at the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14-yard line on a 2nd down play. And nothing going on, and tried to carry it up the middle. And that didn't fool Iowa Grant at all, and Lee was in the middle of all that.
Lee carried the ball. There was about 3
Lost actually about a yard and a half.
last touch by main tackle. So it is 3rd down and still 9. Check that. 3rd and 11.
So we got 3rd down and 11. Blue Golds again. Looking at long distance here on a 3rd down play. They give it to Cambio. He cuts behind some blockers. Picks up a couple of yards, but a nice defensive play swinging in there. That's number 60 for Iowa Grant, making that tackle. Zachary Pitzer, the senior, doing a nice job stopping Cambio. So pick up about 3, so it brings up 4th down, and we'll call it 8. And the Blue Golds will go for it. They really don't have a distance for a kicking game right now. Wetzel going to roll to his right, looking down, back the other side. And you say he caught it? No, he said he didn't. They took a second to call that one, so it'll be over and downs to Iowa Grant. So Downs give the football back to the Panthers. We'll take a break and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
At Boyer's, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so. Sofas, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great.
Prices, great. Personalities,
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyer's Furniture.
Please?
On a 1st down play, Blue Golds holding tough for the Iowa Panthers. So a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8 on the 15. As I said, West Salem is at Logan tonight. Holman on the road at Toma. Chatfield's at Caledonia tonight. Caledonia, that 57-game winning streak right now. High air ball coming out here, and nobody's underneath it to catch it for Iowa Grant. Oyant was the intended receiver. 57 straight games for Caledonia. That's the win streak for that club. Nation's longest current winning streak. Unbelievable. Noah King is their big star over there right now, passing for 539 yards already. He's got 8 touchdowns and only 1 interception. They scored 140 points in their contest, only giving up 14. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 8. Airing it out on the far sideline, and it's complete past the 40-yard line. That's a big pass and a big first down for Iowa Grant. Winders bringing that one in. Winders doing a nice job just fighting for the football. And it brings up another first down at the 43, we'll call it.
Regardless, the ball is spotted at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10, Iowa Grant.
Ross Havlick, senior quarterback, handing it off to Winkler. He keeps it himself. Winkler in the backfield, and fumbled the football as Aquinas by Blue Golds. Yeah, I was waiting for a signal on that. Finally, we got it. Havlick fumbled the football, and another great field position for the Blue Golds. 46-yard line of Iowa Grant. The Blue Golds take over. They've got 5 minutes to work with here in this first half. Might have been Ethan Roop who come up with that fumble recovery. 1st and 10 at the 46 for Aquinas. And already 20-7, they're up in this game. There's Wetzel looking downfield, going to air this one out, throwing it up for Ryan Schwartz. He had to come back for the football. It was broken up nicely. Good defensive play by Matthew Winders. We got a flag on the play here. Like sitting all the way back to the 13-yard line.
There was a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, we're waiting for that call. Flag on the field. Pass interference against Iowa Grant. So another first down via the penalty for these Blue Golds. So ball will be spotted at the 31-yard line. And a new set of downs. Handoff up the middle. Still on his feet, going all the way down to about the 21. Very close to another first down and a hard driving run on the right side. Dylan Halverson, a sophomore, carrying that football. So a lot of different kids getting the running duties tonight for the Blue Golds. 9-yard gain, 2nd and short. Out of the gun where most of the night Wetzel has worked out of. Handoff, here goes inside again. And a first down, and still on his feet. That's number 34, Ashton Hullett. So first down, Blue Golds. Running this football like we thought they would. Down to the 16-yard line. Wetzel, though, not afraid to air it out tonight. He's been back passing in a variety of ways. Probably more than we've seen him all year. And off on the left side, a lot of running room, and that's Dylan Halverson. And he picks up a big chunk of yardage, an 8-yard pickup. So 2nd and 2. Blue Golds threatening again on this drive. 20-7 after the first quarter. And here are the Blue Golds late in the second, threatening again. Halverson again on the left side. He dives ahead. He's just short of the first down by a half a yard. So it'll bring up third and a half yard. It's the home field for the Blue Golds, the Eagles here at UWL. Central playing their games here as well. Halverson again. This time he's got the first down as he rolls and spins down inside the 5 down to the 4. So we got first and goal now. 2.5 minutes left in the half. And the offense been perking away here tonight for Aquinas. So Blue Gold's been pounding this one, really between the tackles on this whole drive. Schwartz is split wide to the right. And a pitch goes wide and cutting it back up and in. And he gets in, number 34, Ashton Hollett from 4 yards out. So a variety of kids getting in the end zone tonight for the Blue Golds. And that makes it 26-7. We'll see if the Blue Golds go for 2 or if they're going to go satisfied with a 1-point attempt. They're going to go for 2 on this one with Wetzel coming in. Got Cambio and Aiden Lee both in there. Aiden Lee grew a little bit this past year. He's 5'11", 160 pounds now. His brother Bryce is on the Winona State football team. Here's Wetzel, quarterback draw, and he lost it. The football's still loose. I think it was recovered in the end zone. They're going to say, got it? They did. Football got loose, went all over the place, and finally the Blue Golds covered up, and the extra point for 2 is good. That makes it 28-7. 2 minutes before the halftime. And you see the Blue Gold flag going up and down the sideline. Done that a couple of times tonight. Been pretty happy about that. Now another one of our sponsors tonight is Bacalar's, producing quality and award-winning sausage products since 1935. Made with the finest ingredients, using recipes handed down through generations. Bacalar's products are available at your local grocery store. If you're planning to cook out, remember, grilling's not grilling without Bacalar's sausage on it. Bacalar's, locally owned and community involved, a fan favorite since 1935. Just saw Mike Bacalar's just the other night at an Oktoberfest function when they were introducing the new parade marshals for lacrosse. Rick Wilson was there taking video on that. We got Joe Heim from the university, a retired professor, and Reverend Scott Scogan, the 2 parade marshals. Kickoff being returned to the far side of the field, across the 35, and finally down at bounds at about the 40. And at that same spot, there is a flag on the play. Oktoberfest parade's coming up real quick. Next week on Thursday night, the Torchlight, then the Maple Leaf on Saturday. Got the parade marshals named. Next week they'll name the Mrs. Oktoberfest, as well as the new Festmaster for 2019. And we got our referee coming over to tell us. Block in the back against Iowa Grant. See where they spot this football after that. It should take it back to about the 30, I think. New conference for the Blue Golds this year. As you said, they're doing well in this conference so far. Got to do a lot of traveling, though, because these teams are all towards the Madison area. You go down to Mineral Point, Lancaster, Cuba City, Darlington, Fenimore. They're kind of all over the place. 1st and 10 at the 31. Havlik airing it out over the middle. And knocked down. Good defensive play. Ethan Rope got his hand in there to knock that one down. Havlik a little off balance on that throw. Minute 48 left in the first half. It's 28-7. Aquinas leading Iowa Grant. Iowa Grant in the red uniforms. Red trim with white jerseys. Blue goals in the dark with the white. They got the gold helmets tonight. 2nd down at the 30. Art Fay along with Jesse on camera tonight. Quarterback Havlik rolling out our way, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Really nowhere to go with that pass. Mason Viner did some good job back in the defensive back spot tonight. Third down. Isaac Hill split wide to the right. Coming our way is Michael Winders. Gone to him a couple of times, and there's a timeout of the field called by the Panthers of Iowa Grant. You can see highlights of tonight's game Wednesday night at 5:30 on Terry Erickson's show, Seven Rivers Sports Show. And tomorrow, UW La Crosse, the Eagles are on the road to Dickinson State. You can see the live stream. Comes back to you on KQEGTV.com, or you can watch a replay on Tuesday night at 7 on KQEG-TV. Game time, our time, Central Time Zone, is 2 o'clock. It's Mountain Time out in Dickinson State University. That's out in North Dakota. Game time out there will be 1, but locally, 2 o'clock. Said Rick Wilson took off, put on some miles tonight to get out there, so he's ready to go. Stream that game back to you on Saturday. Got a minute 42 in this contest. 3rd down and 10 for Iowa Grant, trailing 28-7 against the Blue Golds of Aquinas. Havlik rolling to his left. The lefty puts it out here. Caught at the 40-yard line, slips a tackle, and he dives forward, and he gets a 1st down by Michael Winders. Slipped one tackle, and by doing that, it was enough for a 1st down for Iowa Grant to keep this one alive. Iowa Grant 1 timeout left in this half. And the ball on their own 43-yard line. Winders this time goes to the far side of the field. Lucas Oyen our way. Gone to both those kids tonight. Havlik going to throw that one out of bounds. Nobody open downfield. Dickinson State, who the Eagles take on tomorrow. They lost to Rocky Mountain College out of Billings, Montana by a score of 23-21. They beat Jamestown 34-0. They're an NAIA team, but they're ranked 16th in the country. Pass on a little screenplay. That's complete to Winkler underneath. Still on his feet, crosses the 45, and he dives ahead to the 42-yard line. Oh, loose football, got out of there. And this is Cambio. He's going to cut it back across the field. He's still on his feet. It's going to be a race to the corner. No, he decides to cut it back in, and he'll go in. Cambio running down the sideline to midfield. Then he cuts it back in. And by doing so, he beat the defender. That was Gagermeyer. Just couldn't stop him. And in he goes. That football got loose. That was picked up at about the 48-yard line. and taken all the way by Cambio. So all of a sudden it's 34-7 with 50 seconds left in the second quarter as we get close to halftime. So we're going to call it a 52-yard fumble recovery return by Will Cambio. $34-7 right now. The extra point attempt coming up. And we got a little bit of a delay here. At halftime, we're getting a report from our friend Craig Otto. It's Holman 28, Toma nothing. Little bit of a surprise on that one. And a timeout of the field called by Tom Lee. He wants to make sure his guys are all set for this extra point attempt.
50 seconds left in the first half.
Talking a little bit about Dickinson State. They're ranked 16th in the country. That's NAIA. Last year they had a 9-3 record. And they got to the national quarterfinals. That's a good ball club out there in North Dakota rather. UW La Crosse, 2-0, winning twice in overtime this year. And they are ranked 16th in the country in Division III, NCAA Division III. Got Whitewater ranked real high again. I believe they're number 3 in the country. And La Crosse and Whitewater don't cross paths until very late in the season. So the extra point attempt will be coming up with Cambio trying the kick. And he just got done running that football back. Maybe it was a timeout just to give him a breather. So Cambio to try the extra point. Miskowski will hold. And that one is good. So it makes it 35-7. Big first half for these Blue Golds. Wow. Going up and down the field here. Blue Golds scoring twice in the first quarter and 3 times in the second. And that one, a fumble recovery by Will Cambio. Wow. The Oktoberfest races are coming up real quick. They start on October 3rd. Our first broadcast will be on Sunday, October 6th. Don't miss the Knights of Thunder, Sunday and Thursdays at 7 on KQEG TV. That's always a big event out there in West Salem at the Speedway. Unbelievable how many people they get for the Oktoberfest races. As you said, Will Cambio, kind of the all-purpose kind of back out there. He's going to be kicking off as well. He's a back. He's a defensive player. He kicks off. He's their extra point and field goal kicker. A good end-over-end kick. This one's going to drive him back all the way down to the 1-yard line. Winkler bringing it up on the right side of the field, and he'll be tackled at the 21. So just 43 seconds left. 43 seconds left in the first half. 35-7, Aquinas leading. At the 21-yard line. Blue Golds in control of this one. And we knew Iowa Grant had to go through their quarterback Havlick, and when you got to pass this much, it makes it tough on a high school team. You said Havlick will pass over 30 times in a game. Havlick keeps the football. He charges ahead down to the 30, about a 9-yard pickup.
Winkler with a 9-yard gain on the play out to the 30-yard line, so that will make it 2nd and 1. Clock is running down towards halftime. With the keeper,
Havlick will keep it, and that'll take it to the half. 35-7, the Aquinas Blue Golds leading in this contest. Started out with an Iowa Grant touchdown on their first possession, and then off they went with the Blue Golds, and they've just took off and have been controlling this game ever since. 35-7, it is halftime, and we'll take a break and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
There's no place like La Crosse, Wisconsin, with the river and the bluffs.
Academic success, athletic success. All of our programs are doing really well right now.
Coming out here and playing my first conference game, I had a bunch of goosebumps, I had chills, I was excited, I was nervous. I felt every emotion that, you can feel.
College, when you think of what that experience is and the growth as a person and as a student and as an athlete, there's no place like UW La Crosse.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn, and the feedback from 107.3 has been amazing.
You guys have been awesome. Now, if this is news to you, what is 107.3 FM? 96.1 FM, still playing Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Ariana Grande, but 107.3 FM can now listen to in and around La Crosse. We got a tower right across the river, sends a signal directly into La Crosse. So if you're in La Crosse or around there, 107.3 FM.
Welcome back to UWL Veterans Memorial Stadium, Roger Herring Field, and we see the pom team and dance team for Aquinas on the field performing. 35-7, the Aquinas Blue Golds leading Iowa Grant at halftime. Watch a little bit of the gals on the field here, and we'll be back and tell you a little bit about how the scoring came in the first half. The dance team for the Aquinas Blue Golds. Scoring in the first half, Iowa Grant on their very first possession took the football on the opening kickoff back to the 23, and then there was a 57-yard run by Winkler, and followed by a 30-yard touchdown pass from Ross Havlick to Isaac Hill. The extra point was good. That made it 7-0. Aquinas came back on the very next drive, and they ended up with a 5-yard touchdown run by Aiden Lee. That made it 7-6 when the extra point was no good. Still in the first quarter, Will Cambio took a pass from Gavin Wetzel, went 46 yards, and the extra 2 points were good. That made it 14-7 Aquinas. And then we moved into a 56-yard touchdown pass from Gavin Wetzel to Mason Viner. It was 20-7 by the time we got to the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, there was a touchdown run of 4 yards by Aston Hollett. That made it 28-7. And with 50 seconds left here just recently before we close out the half, there was a 52-yard fumble recovery by Will Cambio. He took it in. The extra point was good, and that made it 35-7. Right now we're getting introduced to the King and Queen and the court for the Aquinas Blue Golds. King and Queen tonight, Chris Schneider and Kayla Weisbrod. The court is Lexi Donarski and Evan Kuyak. He's out on the field right now in the uniform there. Brooke Krybeck and Tyler Service, Taylor Teusch and Ryan Schwartz, and Lily Manning and Sam Harkness, members of the homecoming court here. And you can see the kids, part of the dance team, part of the football team, and they're getting out there and escorted by their parents as well. Number 55, that is Taylor Service coming out.
Escorted by Jason and Carla Teusch.
And that's Teusch coming out. Taylor Teusch on the basketball team. Good outside shooter.
And Linda Schwartz.
Ryan Schwartz being escorted out next.
Your homecoming queen is Kayla Weisbrod, escorted by Chip and Jill Weisbrod.
Homecoming queen, Kayla Weisbrod, coming out next. And the king is Chris Schneider. And there you see, as he will make his way out, he'll join the rest of the court here. Homecoming weekend at Aquinas High School. Chris Schneider. So congratulations all those young people. Having a good time tonight. They're celebrating the homecoming here at Aquinas. We'll be back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in to check out what all the buzz is about?
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so. Sofas, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great.
Prices, great. Personalities,
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please?
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse. This is Chelsea Lynn.
Hello.
I'm Reed Magnum. We do the morning show. We're hanging out in the studio. And Chelsea, so you were a student at UW Lacrosse.
Yes, lax.
And 96.1 FM.
Low fuzzy.
Good, not great.
No.
So here's how we fix the problem. We're now on 107.3 FM. We've got a tower just across the river, and it goes right down into Lacrosse. So no more bluff issues.
No more fuzz.
We love the bluffs, but now you can listen to us on 107.3 FM.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in to check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed. I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within
It's halftime on the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Iowa Grant Panthers and the Aquinas Blue Golds. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after these messages. It's halftime on the KQEG-TV High School Game.
Welcome back to Roger Herring Field at Veteran Memorial Stadium, the home of the UW Lacrosse Eagles, where tonight the Aquinas Blue Golds call this home against Iowa Grant. And the Blue Golds lead this contest by a score of 35-7.5. Big first quarter for the Blue Golds. Iowa Grant scored first, but ever since, it's been all Aquinas Blue Golds. And they've been doing it in a variety of ways, in the air, on the ground, fumble recoveries, turnovers. Blue Golds coming in 3-1 on the night, 2-0 in the SWAL Conference. Iowa Grant comes in 0-4 and 0-2 in the conference. They've been trying to do it from the air with minimal success tonight. They have a touchdown from Ross Havlick. They also got an interception tonight. Gavin Wetzel kind of mixing it up between his running backs and his arm tonight, throwing it back and forth. Blue Golds bringing it down, they're flipping sides of the field here. Blue Golds will be receiving to start the second half.
We're going to receive the kickoff. Back to receive is number 1, Aiden Lee, and number 15, Quinn.
Aquinas gets all set up. Aiden Lee will be deep. Quinn Miskowski has been back there with him, number 15, and he is again. Iowa Grant kind of had a pop-up on one of their kickoffs, and they recovered. It was almost like a funky onside kick that went about 15 yards downfield. They don't kick off very deep. You can see where Aiden Lee is standing up to about the 20-yard line along with Miskowski. Number 66 will be kicking off, David Vivian. There we go, set for the second half. And Vivian kicks off with like a 3-step count, and he kicks it out of bounds, so the flags will go up, and the Blue Golds will get the football at the 35. Aquinas averaging 33 points a game, already got that tonight. Down the line, they got Darlington up next. And then they play Mineral Point, Lancaster. They finish up the year with Luther right here back on this field. Iowa Grant, 4 more games. Next one up for them is going to be Mineral Point. That game's going to be played at the Panther home field. Coming our way, Aiden Fry cuts the corner, cuts it back up. He's got some running room and a first down. At the end of it, a helmet comes off on one of our Iowa Grant players. Losing his hat was number 59, Jason Sedbrook. And he heads over to the sidelines. Gets his helmet back on. So good field position for Aquinas here with the 1st and 10 at the 48. Wetzel under center. Second time tonight, usually out of the gun. Here comes Aiden Lee again. Nice pickup. Fighting through the defenders was Matthew Winders at the bottom of that pile, making the tackle, number 32 for Iowa Grant. These Panthers, lots of sophomores on this team. Scattering of juniors. $11 seniors on the squad. Only dressed 30 tonight. Here's a handoff going up inside. A little crossing pattern, a first down to the 39-yard line. I think I'll mark it back at the 40. Ball carried by Helverson. Dylan Helverson for the first down. Cambio in motion. He gets the handoff going to the far side of the field. Slips one tackle, crosses the 40, spins, and he's going to go down. There's a flag in the middle of all that. Big gang tackle on the far side of the field. Going to be a hold against the Blue Golds. So march this one back. Defensively, the Aquinas Blue Golds only giving up 14 points a game.
Just shy of the 50-yard line. Ball is spotted at the 49-yard line of Iowa Grant.
So a 1st and 20. Crossing action in the backfield. Again, here comes Aiden Lee. Cuts it back up. Dives forward for a gain of about 4. We were talking about Bryce Lee last year, playing for the Aquinas Blue Golds, Aiden's older brother. He is now a freshman at Winona State, part of the Warriors football team. Pretty excited about that in the Lee household. Talking to his grandfather, Larry, and Grandma Donna. They're going to be making a few games up the road here to see Bryce play at Winona State. So 2nd down and 16. Wetzel looking downfield, going to air this one down. Got Cambio wide open here at the 15, and he's going to go in untouched. Will Cambio going in. 45-yard touchdown pass for the Blue Golds, making it 41-7. Gavin Wetzel to Will Cambio. And the extra point coming up. And the Blue Golds strike fast. 9:29 left in the 3rd quarter. Cambio, boy, the kid's getting a lot of points with the stuff he does for Aquinas. This is Cambio's 3rd touchdown of the night. And the extra point is good. 42-7. So with that touchdown, we'll take a break and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
From the bluffs to the river, surround yourself with
knowledge,
competition, the arts,
friendships.
Surround yourself with distinction.
Surround yourself with UW Lacrosse.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so. Sofas, great.
Prices, great. Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great. Prices, great. Personalities, and...
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please?
Kickoff return by Iowa Grant out to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will get the football now. A 42-7 score. Blue Golds leading in this game.
Ball is now spotted at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Iowa Grant.
Iowa Grant looking to find a way to get back on the board here, trailing now 42-7. Out of the gun goes Ross Havlick. And he'll keep the football. Cuts it back up. And he's corralled there by number 23, Ethan Roop. So about a 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. That penalty is going to go against Iowa Grant holding. So they'll march this one back. And the hold will make it 1st down and about 18. Two wide receivers coming our way. One to the right. Havlick rolling out this way. Got a man open at the 25. He got it. Tackled almost immediately. Caught by number 32, Matthew Winders. Ethan Rope making the tackle. So I'll pick up about 7, 2nd down and 11. Ball goes to the 29-yard line.
Ball was at the 29-yard line, so that will make it 2nd and 11, Iowa Grant.
Little swing pass out here to Winkler. Dives ahead across the 35, about the 36-yard line. He'll be short of the 1st down.
Winkler with the reception, tackled by Hickey. Ball is at the 35.
3rd down and 5. Got to get across the 40-yard line for a 1st down. Gets a little tougher for the Aquinas Blue Golds. Darlington next week. And they travel down to Mineral Point. Mineral Point 2-0 in the conference as well right now. Quick pass out there and in and out of the outstretched arms. That's Winkler, his intended receiver. 2nd to last game of the season against Lancaster, and they wrap it up against Luther. So halfway, we're midway point right now for these clubs. And who knows what about the playoffs. Blue Golds with a win tonight would make the playoffs, qualify. As we said, that's been about 7 years since we've seen that out of the Blue Golds. So 4th down and 5. Michael Winders to punt. And it looks like Aiden Lee is deep. He's going to call a fair catch at his own 30. That wasn't Lee. It's number 2, Mason Viner, taking that fair catch.
5:35 left in the 3rd quarter. Hunt's leading 42-7. Gets the ball back in their own territory. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Golds. One of our sponsors tonight is Festa Mexicana for truly delicious, authentic, and fresh Mexican food. Make it Festa Mexicana. And La Crosse's South Side, burritos, fajitas, tacos, chimichangas, and margaritas in multiple flavors. Serve inside or out on their patio. They cater and can host your party or social event. Make it a fiesta at Festa Mexicana. 4:44 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Loss on the play of about 4. 2nd down and 14. Ball goes back to the 26. Ryan Schwartz, far side of the field. He's on the homecoming court. Handoff goes on the inside. This is a nice, nifty run by number 21, Dylan Halverson. Halverson, a 5'7", 160-pound sophomore, doing some nice runs tonight. About a 7-yard pickup, so 3rd down and 7.
It is 3rd and 7, Blue Gold.
Got Jesse up on the roof tonight running our camera for us. Rick Wilson on the road going to Dickinson State for tomorrow's game. Double handoff in the backfield. Here's Aiden Lee. He dives forward, and I think he's got the first down. Had to get across the 40-yard line, and we'll see where that spot is. I think he's got it by about a half a yard. Right on the line. That's enough. Let's see. Yep, they call it a first down. Just got the nose of the football on the 40-yard line, and that's enough. Had a handoff up the middle, and nothing going on there for him. Halverson again carrying that football. So maybe a yard in the play. 2nd down and 9. Yeah, last couple of years, the numbers for the Aquinas Blue Golds were a little bit softer than we're seeing tonight. They're starting to build up that program. A lot more kids on the sidelines getting ready to play anytime they're needed. Got the underclassmen getting excited about it. Here's Aiden Lee coming across again, and in the backfield there's a penalty flag. And that handoff was Riley Clare. But we do have a flag back at the 41 in the backfield, and that looks like it's going to be against the Blue Golds again. They're talking to the Iowa Grant captain and say, yep, take it back. Holding call. So a nice run by Clare, going to be pulled back. We do have a running clock going, so second half will move really quickly here. We're in the 3rd quarter, 90 seconds left in the quarter. So we got a 2nd down and 19 after that holding call against Aquinas. Wetzel airing it out. He's got, well, looks, I don't know what they're going to call this. It looks like we got a tie-up between the two teams. I don't know if they intercepted or not. They're going to call that interception. Kind of Aquinas is acting like it. It was intercepted. I thought maybe it'd been a tie in the catch, but it's an Aquinas interception. Iowa Grant gets the football back at the 46. First and 10. Iowa Grant gets the football back. Big football weekend here in Wisconsin. We got the Wisconsin Badgers hosting Michigan on Saturday, and then you turn around and you got the Packers taking on Denver on Sunday. Havlick in the backfield, and he's looking for some running room. He's got the corner. Here comes a flag out in the middle of that pack in the middle, and Havlick is tackled at about the 36-yard line, tackled by Michael Liam. I'll have to go back and check these flags. A lot of penalty flags coming out tonight in the field. Haven't got the call from the official yet, but they're talking to the Blue Golds, and I'm sure they're going to want to pull this one back. Otherwise, they'll be down at about the 37-yard line. Oh, they're not going to take it. See what they got here. It's official call. Illegal block. Oh, the offsetting penalties. It's offsetting penalties. That's what's going on. That's why nothing's happening. Both teams go over to the sideline. So we're at the end of the quarter. It's a 42-7 score here. Blue Golds are in the lead. We'll be back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
Dinner tonight? Don't go just anywhere. Make it special. A fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana. Real, authentic Mexican food made fresh every single day. Quesadillas, fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, and don't forget the margaritas. Looking for a place for a special celebration? Well, Fiesta Mexicana can handle groups up to 65 people. Their party planners will help you with a special menu or a delicious Mexican buffet. They can even cater a party in your home. So make it special. Make it Fiesta Mexicana on Mormon Cooley Road at the south end of La Crosse.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. This is Chelsea Lynn.
Hello.
I'm Reed Magnum. We do the morning show. We're hanging out in the studio. And Chelsea, so you were a student at UW La Crosse.
Yes, lax.
And 96.1 FM.
Low fuzzy.
Good, not great.
No.
So here's how we fix the problem. We're now on 107.3 FM. We've got a tower just across the river, and it goes right down into La Crosse. So no more bluff issues.
No more fuzz.
We love the bluffs, but now you can listen to us on 107.3 FM.
We are into the fourth quarter and a running clock, and the Blue Golds lead this one 42-7. And we got a second down coming up here for the Blue Golds out on the field, and we do have a player down in the field right now. Now this could be a cramp. Yeah, he's kind of acting like it because just stretching that one out. It's a warm, hot night tonight. And if you don't take and hydrate a lot, that can catch up to you. And that looks like what the case is. I didn't catch a number of the young man that's down right now. But he's trying to stretch that one out. Looks like it's number 41, Ming Huang. So hopefully he's all right. And I think the official's asking for somebody to bring the team out and maybe help this young man off if it's just a cramp. But very well it could be, because that's the way they're treating it out there. As we said, Iowa Grant next on the road at Mineral Point, and Aquinas takes on Darlington. And a young man comes off on his own power, so he just had to get that cramp worked out of his leg. City of La Crosse going to be hopping next week with Oktoberfest in town. Wednesday night's a Festmaster Ball. Thursday night, Torchlight Parade. Friday, really going to full swing. Saturday, the Maple Leaf Parade. And Sunday, they wrap it all up. So a big festival here on the west side of the state. Handoff on a second down play, going down to the 40-yard line. A 2nd and 5, about a 2-yard pickup. So we'll bring up 3rd and 3. Michael Winders brings in the play. Ball was carried by Matthew Winders. So 3rd down and 3. Out of the gun goes Havlick. And he's going to hand it off to the inside man. He's got a 1st down. Andrew Winders. That's a 3rd Winders on this offensive unit tonight.
Winders with a carry, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
So it's a 1st down.
By number 17 on the Blue Gold, Paulie Reutemann.
(42-7). Aquinas leads this one. And a big hole in the middle of the line, and Winders again still on his feet. And we got a flag that goes back down here at the 25-yard line. Andrew Winders was carrying the football, changed direction, and when he did, it was a flag, and it's called a face mask. It's going to go against Aquinas. So some additional yardage going to be tacked onto this one.
Against the Blue Gold, so that will add some more yardage to that run. Right now,
So ball goes down to the 14-yard line. Best field position we've seen in a while for the Panthers of Iowa Grant.
First and 10, Iowa Grant.
9.5 minutes. We've had a running clock. Handoff right up the middle. Finally brought down Winders again, but this time he's got another first down. We'll see where they spot this thing. It looks like at about the 2-yard line. So a good power run by Andrew Winders, a junior running back. Just inside of the 2.
First and goal, Panthers.
So Winders with his hard running here, he deserves to carry it one more time. See where they go with it. They do give it to Winders, and he dives in from 2 yards out. So Andrew Winders makes it 42-13. Now we've got 8:47 left in the game, and the extra point coming up. Winders in from 2 yards. Iowa Grant coming out, going for the 2 points, which they've done all night. Havlik all alone in the backfield, and there's a fumble. So the extra point is no good. So that'll make it 42-13. 8:47 left in the game. So a nice lead here for the Aquinas Blue Golds as they're closing in on what looks like to be a win, their 4th of the year. We'll take a timeout. Be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so. Sofas, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great.
Prices, great. Personalities, and...
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please?
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn, and the feedback from 107.3 has been amazing.
You guys have been awesome. Now, if this is news to you, what is 107.3 FM? 96.1 FM, still playing Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Ariana Grande, but 107.3 FM can now listen to in and around Lacrosse. We got a tower right across the river, sends a signal directly into Lacrosse. So if you're in Lacrosse or around there, 107.3 FM.
Here's Iowa Grant on a short kickoff. And it's covered up by Aiden Lee at the 36, and that's where the Blue Golds will get the football back.
Aiden Lee gets the kickoff. See, the ball appears to be at the 36-yard line. So it is 1st and 10 Aquinas.
We were talking a little bit about Rick Wilson on the road. If he's not there already, he's very close to Dickinson State, where the UW Lacrosse Eagles will play the NAIA powerhouse. Got themselves a 1-1 record right now. And they're ranked 16th in the country in that division. Lacrosse is 16th in the country in NCAA Division III. Handoff on the inside and a couple-yard pickup, and that's Paul Noodleman. First time he's carried this evening. Blue Golds getting some help out of their sophomore class. 2nd and 7. Double handoff in the backfield again. And rolling across the 45-yard line, that's number 21, Alverson. It was good enough for a first down, is where he landed. Ball at the 46. Coach Tomley is rotating a lot of different kids now. (42-13) Blue Golds. Handoff on the inside. And again, that's Rudeman.
Reutemann with the carry. Appears to be about the 50-yard line.
Ball's right at midfield now.
4-yard gain on the play.
At kickoff, it was 82 degrees. Hasn't dropped much. It's 76. Tonight, the low is only supposed to be 70. It's a great fall night. Heading down to Madison tomorrow. Supposed to be another day. Maybe a little bit of rain coming at us. The Badgers take on Michigan. Handoff, Gagemeyer on the far side, and he's got a first down. Some hard running and quick running. He's down around the 47. I take that back, 42-yard line. And another change of entire line coming in for the Blue Golds. So 1st and 10. And it looks like we got a timeout on the field with that change of lineup. Next week, we got Logan at Central. And our second game will be these Aquinas Blue Golds again as they host Darlington. Just around the corner, we got the Oktoberfest races starting on October 3rd. First broadcast on Sunday, October 6th. Don't miss the Knights of Thunder on Sundays and Thursdays. Happens at 7 o'clock on KQEG TV. If you'd like to see some highlights of tonight's game, Terry Erickson's show, Seven Rivers Sports, will have it on Wednesday at 5:30. Blue Gold's got to be happy with what's happening tonight. Leading this one 42-13. On the edge of moving their record to 4 wins and 1 loss and qualifying already for the WIA playoffs. As we said earlier, last time that happened was back in 2012. Deep pitch. We got a new quarterback in there too. We'll catch up with that on this just after this run. Rudeman carrying that one. Yeah, we got a few numbers in there that we don't have on the roster. So number 13 is the quarterback. Yeah, we don't have that young man identified here, so we apologize. But new quarterback in there for the Blue Golds. Chris Wilson is checked in, number 5, and he's the wide receiver to the far right. We got a deep pitch on the far side and some running room there. And that's Riley Clare, and he is close to a first down. It is good for a first down. So the second unit moving the football for the Blue Golds down the field at the 30. Double handoff again. We've seen that a few times tonight. A big hole up the middle. And the second unit running it nicely, and that's Rudeman going almost to the 20. It's at about a 9-yard pickup. So a 9-yard pickup. So second down and very short yardage.
It is 2nd and 1 with the ball just spotted trying to play.
Rudeman deep in the backfield. And he'll get the handoff and the first down. Loose football. And that's covered up by Iowa Grant at the 15. So the second unit moving the football nicely, but a mishandled exchange. And the Panthers will stop the drive on the Blue Golds on the Iowa Grant 15-yard line.
So Iowa Grant gets the ball back. Timeout on the field, 3:39.
There's timeout on the field. 3:39 left in the contest. So we'll take a break and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out our reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in to check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
You know Boyers Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas, and more sofas. We picked out love seats, and more love seats.
We picked out recliners,
And more recliners.
dining room furniture, bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
First down play for the Iowa Grant Panthers. And the handoff. Has some running room. Got about 9 yards in the play. Ball carried by number 4, Trenton Starkey. Sophomore running back, getting some playing time. And it was good for a first down.
And that is following Starkey's 10-yard run.
Ball at the just past the 25-yard line. And this time they're going nowhere as the Blue Golds are all over that one. Iowa Grant's got a new quarterback in there as well. It's number 8, but we're not seeing that on the roster as well. So apologize to that young man. We're not able to identify him. Loss in the play of 4, so second down and 10. Second down and 14, rather.
Appeared to be by number 73, at least initially by Will Hansen. It is second and 14.
Clock moving, 2:20 left in the contest tonight. Starkey with the football again, and this time he's caught again, slips a tackle, but he's going to go nowhere. Tries to dive ahead, loses about 2.
Another loss on the run. Ball is at the 20.
Inside of 2 minutes left in the game. And it's a third down for Iowa Grant. 3rd and 15. And the Panthers taking their time. And they'll work this one out of the gun, a long snap. Looking to pass on the right side. High spiral, tipped. Oh, and the tip almost came down in the hands of the Panthers. Achenbach was there, just couldn't finish the catch. And the young sophomore heads back to the huddle with a 4th down. We're down to a minute left in the game. It's a 4th and 15. And Coach Zachary Raymer, he might be calling a timeout here and then punt it away. Kid's coming out. The head coach is making his way over to the official, and he's going to call timeout. Yeah, because they were starting to call her down, count her down for the backfield judge. He's going to put in his punting unit. 42 seconds left.
In the game. Just want to thank you all.
Tom Lee is going to call in his Blue Golds, tell him what he wants to do with 42 seconds. Just take this one.
It's been a real special year for our football team.
And I'm sure he'll just take a knee if there's any time to run a play. So the Blue Golds on the verge of winning their 4th game of the year and qualifying for the WIA playoffs. They will go to 4-1, 3-0 in the conference of the SWAL. Panthers will go now to 0-3 and 0-5. And football, just everybody getting away from it as it comes down at midfield and rolled dead at about the 47. So the football at the 47-yard line of the Blue Golds, 30 seconds left on the clock. And they crank the clock, and I don't think the Blue Golds even have to come out. That should do it. As the clock is rolling. Blue Golds next up at Darlington. Hosting Darlington here at UWL next week, and we'll be bringing that game along with La Crosse Logan traveling to La Crosse Central. And there goes the clock on homecoming night, a 42-13 win for these Aquinas Blue Golds. Again, Iowa Grant 0-5, 0-3 in the conference. Blue Golds 4-1 now, and 3-0 in the SWAL. Big game tonight for the Blue Golds. They started out down 7-0, and then they come roaring back with 42 unanswered points, and finally Iowa Grant scored in the 4th quarter to make it 42-13. So for Jesse on camera, this is Art Fay. We want to thank you for joining us tonight on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
You've been watching the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game featured the Iowa Grant Panthers and the Aquinas Blue Golds. The KQEG TV High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, snowmobile, lawnmower, even your snowblower. Battery Mart in the Industrial Park below Gunderson. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Homes, serving the Cooley region for over 90 years. Fiesta Mexicana on La Crosse's south side. For great Mexican food made fresh daily, make it Fiesta Mexicana. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. The University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW La Crosse. Kirshner Custom Builders. For residential and commercial building, call Kirshner Custom Builders. And Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. Thanks for watching high school football on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com. You've been watching the KQEG TV